music was played by people that were lower class. They weren't literate, and most people don't really know when it was actually started. But in the 50s and 60s, there was like a big movement called folk revival with people like Woody Guthrie and Bob Dylan and stuff. It wasn't until later, probably like late 80s, that they started combining it with American folk music. This bike is a pipe bomb. They from Florida, and they put out these stickers that said, "This bike is a pipe bomb." You know, just the title of the band. That's it. It's just black and white. And this kid, he put it on his bike, and he went to college, and the bomb squad got called, and the cops came, and they actually took a huge high-powered water gun and blew apart his bike because they thought it was an incendiary device. I don't think they charged him with anything once he told them it was just the name of a band, but I don't know, I guess the band got some good publicity because they got put on CNN. Chicago? Yeah, I don't know, I was walking down the street, and Ben just like came up, and he was like, "Hey, want to go to Chicago?" basically, and I was like, "Alright." So we just came up with this like devious plan where we were going to drive to Chicago and get deep dish pizza, and we did. We actually just brought our guitars, and we played in a bunch of cities, and we made like change until we got kicked out of the parks. And I think before that trip I had seen like 5 states, and in that trip I saw 13, so it's pretty cool.
What about that place?
Oh my god, yeah, we stopped in Brooklyn. We actually went to Pratt. And I was like, oh, what? All right, cool. So I showed him how to play the chords to the song or whatever. And then this other kid came up. He's like, hold on. He ran off. And like I didn't see him for a while. But he came back with a melodica. And he just started playing a melodica. It was like ridiculous. Like I've never even like seen one of those in person. And this girl ran off. She got a banjo and a harmonica. We just had like this huge jam fest. And like all these people were coming up and just like tapping on stuff and like singing and stuff. And we started playing Wagon Wheel, and this random kid just came up, and he started singing it exactly like the lead singer of Old Crow Medicine Show. It was ridiculous. It was like the best moment of my entire life. Fiddle and all sorts of things, but Tom Gable stripped it down there. I don't know, I really like that song because it's like, talks about leaving New England and stuff. It's kind of interesting. Alright, well, I was talking to Ben a while ago about how, you know, we both used to like a lot more, like, harder music. I used to really be into, like, punk rock and, like, ska and stuff, and I still like that, but lately I've been listening to a lot more, like, easygoing stuff, and I don't know, it was on a road trip, actually, and he said this really cool thing, you know. He said, lately I've been living a lot softer and more quietly, and I think that kind of like exemplified like exactly how we've been acting too. It's not just our music, it's everything, you know. Somebody cut him off, that's why we started talking about it, and he didn't beep, he didn't do anything, he slowed down and kept driving. I think, I don't know, maybe we're just getting older.